Hi there, everyone. Welcome to the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight, being brought to you on Rome Business Radio. We are broadcasting from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. I'm Roger Manus with Rome Business Radio.
And I'm Thomas Kissett with the Rome Floyd Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, Thomas.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on?
See you again, Roger.
Yeah, you took a little trip out west. How was that?
It was hot, the so-known dry heat, but it was fun. We checked out a few national parks and haven't been out there in Utah, so it was a great experience.
Yeah, sounds fun. Well, we got a good show today lined up here on the Small Business Spotlight. So if you would mind going around our Zoom room, and I want to remind people we're still on Zoom because of the pandemic, but we are dangerously close to getting back in studio, and I cannot wait. But in the meantime, it's still great to see people face to face virtually. But Thomas, if you would introduce our guest, please, sir.
Absolutely. We have two great guests today, and I want to go ahead and introduce Anna Winstead. And she's the Rome Braves Suite and Catering Manager, taking care also of events there. And then we have Steve Smith, and he's the owner and lead mechanic of Smith's Auto Repair. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hi there. Well, Anna, I guess ladies first. Let's play ball.
Yeah.
I went to your Twitter account briefly, and I'm going to paraphrase here. It said something about, I don't want to work. I want to go watch baseball games. And you were like, oh, wait.
Yes.
Sounds like you.
I don't want a career. I want to watch baseball. Oh, wait, here I am. I'm very, very lucky to have a career in something that I love to do, and something I've been passionate about since growing up in Georgia and watching the Braves. It's been a Georgia Peach, a Georgia Brave that's born and raised. And so it's very, very fun to now work for their farm team where I get to watch players develop and grow and then hopefully make it to the majors. So.
Yeah, it's for those who may be listening outside of Rome that aren't familiar, the Rome Braves are the high A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. So lots of young talent comes through. In fact, sometimes major leaguers come to Rome if they're rehabbing an injury or something. So we've seen the occasional, back in the day, Chipper Jones might stop by briefly, things like that. People may have heard of Chipper. And we'll go down the list of maybe some people you've met. But I also wanted to say quickly hello to Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Doing well this morning, thank you.
And you repair cars, and you're one of those guys that when people say, "Hey, can you refer me to a mechanic I can trust?" You're the guy that they mention.
That is exactly what we strive to be, for sure.
So tell me a little bit about your industry and your business and when y'all got started and things like that.
Well, we got started in the shop that we're in now just this year, but we've been at it for about 2.5 years, and business has just grown to the point where we had to get a bigger shop. I myself have been in the business for about 26 years. Been doing it ever since I was 17.
Okay, so you know your way around a car, but what prompted you to? So I guess through that time you were working for others. What prompted you to start your own shop?
Well, the main thing was I felt like there was a need for a honest mechanic at a good, valuable price. We don't try to break the bank. We just try to do a fair, honest price and take good care of the people that I've just grown to know over the years. So.
And where are you located?
We're at 510 West 12th Street.
Okay. So is there somebody pulling in the shop right now?
They're working on a car right now.
Well, that's the beauty of the Zoom room and not being in studio. Yeah, am I going to hear a crack of a bat, Anna? Is somebody taking BP right now?
I know.
So Anna, tell us a little bit about your job specifically with the Rome Braves.
Yeah. So my job specifically is working in like premium hospitality areas. So I'm over suites and catering. So if you're kind of on the concourse, you can see those box rooms kind of above on the second level, watching over the stadium, watching over the field. And so those are available to rent to anybody And so my whole job is just making sure that everyone who comes into those rooms has the best possible fan experience that I can provide for them, whether that is providing excellent food, excellent service. And then, of course, I try to, do what I can about the weather and how the players play, but just providing an exceptional fan experience for people in those premium seating areas.
Yeah, I guess there's some things you can't control.
I try my best, but sometimes I do fail.
Well, I would imagine every Roman has been to the stadium at some point. But again, we're a podcast across a big business platform. And if you're ever doing business in Northwest Georgia, we'd love to come see you, come out to the ballpark. It is a fantastic facility for minor league ballpark. Could you just sing the praises could you sing the praises of the stadium for our listeners, please?
Yes. So the stadium is beautiful. It seats 5,000 over the river. We have 14 premium suites available. We have several concession stands. It's just State Mutual Stadium is just a really, really beautiful stadium for minor league. We've had several special events there even. We have a restaurant that is available for rental. And then even our parking lot is a wonderful space for events as well.
Yeah, didn't the Chamber have an event there recently? Or am I dreaming that?
Yes, we had our annual meeting there.
That's right. Yeah, I knew that. Yes. I knew it was something.
Yes. And we keep coming. Actually, we had a kickoff meeting. We have a great, fantastic membership drive going on next week. So we had a kickoff meeting at the Three Rivers Club there last week, and we're going to be back next week with the who is who in Rome helping us bringing some new members in.
Well, we are so excited to have you.
Well, and it's just a great location too, right at the bypass, and there's a new Piccadilly near the stadium now.
There is a Piccadilly. We have a racetrack if you need to get an icy.
Coffee. That's right.
Yes.
Thomas and I joke on the show sometimes when we ask businesses where they're located in Rome, the first thing they'll reference is a restaurant. We're diagonal across from so and so. We're just down the street from so and so.
You can tell where they go eat lunch every day, huh?
Right. So Steve, you said you'd basically been working under cars since you were 17. Is that your background? Just always mechanic, or did you ever do anything else?
No, I've always been a mechanic. My dad was a mechanic, and I grew up under the hoods of cars. So I just kind of started really doing it myself when I was about 16, 17 years old, and then 18 got into the industry. Actually started working here in Rome my whole career. I started at Riverside Chevrolet. That was many, many years ago.
So a lot of grease under the fingernails over the years, huh?
Yeah, probably enough to re-grease a whole car over the years. Yes.
So is most work just what could you tell most people out there who have a car? Is preventive maintenance basically the best thing to do? Get the oil changed regularly, rotate your tires, things like that.
It absolutely is. You would be surprised the amount of problems that could be solved just by getting preventative maintenance. Even if you just get a mechanic to kind of just once over your vehicle every once in a while, you can prevent a lot of things from happening. Because prolonged non-maintenance creates much bigger mechanical issues.
Yeah, and what would your suggestion be? I have known people, now I have never done this, and maybe I have. If you're buying a used car, is that something you could give a car a once over for somebody before they buy it?
Yeah, we definitely offer a service where we do we call it like a pre-purchase inspection. And we kind of check, all the fluids, filters, hoses, check your brakes, tires, things like that. Check the operation of all the switches and motors inside the windows, things like that. And we have a fee that we charge for that. And sometimes that can help people. It actually has helped quite a few people decide whether or not they want to actually purchase the vehicle. And it can kind of help you negotiate price too, if there's a few things that need to be worked on.
Right, but yeah, I need to clarify. Y'all aren't in the car sales business. You're a car repair shop.
We do not sell. We just repair.
Yeah, but that's a service you offer. I want to say, I almost fear this will tell me about the human condition. Like, what's the kind of the worst maintained car you've ever seen? Or that may go more to the interior of people with fast food bags or something, as opposed to the engine itself.
Well, it's you see them from all kinds of walks of life. I mean, I've seen people with a '96 Dodge Neon that they took immaculate care of, and I've seen people with a 2013 Chevy Tahoe that's just absolutely not taken care of. So but taking care of the vehicle can make a big difference.
Do you, as a guy, maybe this is a stereotyped question, but are you a car guy? Like, did you have, as opposed to tinkering under the hood, did you have when you were a kid, did you want a muscle car, a Camaro, or a Dukes of Hazzard Charger, or whatever it was?
Well, when I was younger, I actually built a Nova and ended up selling it. I was more of a car guy when I was younger, but the more I do cars all day long, when it's the end of the day, I kind of don't want to work on a car. Just want to go home and be with the family.
Yeah, good for you. Anna, what is your background?
So my background is I was born and raised in Augusta, Georgia, where I actually grew up watching the Augusta Green Jackets, which is a minor league team who is now under the Braves. I moved to Rome when I was about 9 years old, and just kind of finished growing up here, and went to school at Georgia Northwestern Technical College and loved the small community there. My work background is I mostly have done like hospitality is really where I found that I thrive, and what I really enjoy is just making sure that people are being provided with the best service that they can be. So I worked at Rome Civic Ballet for several years, and then actually Chick-fil-A before the Rome Braves kind of stole me away from Chick-fil-A. And I've been with the Rome Braves for 3 years now, and it's my plan to stick with it as long as I can. I absolutely love it. So.
And I encourage people to go to the RomeBraves.com website and, check out the schedule, because the season goes through the end of September. Right now, the team's kind of hovering a little below 500. But it's interesting to me that the ball players are all young. I wouldn't even want to guess the average age. Is it probably 19 or 20, 21, somewhere in there?
It's very young.
Yeah.
It's usually anywhere between 18 and 24.
Yeah. So. These are the kids drafted out of high school that are opting to pursue the majors through minor league ball, as opposed to maybe going to college first, or maybe some have gone to college and are now in the minor league system.
Right.
But who has crossed your path in the 3 years that you've been there that might be a memorable name? Anybody from the Atlanta Braves come down, or?
So we've had several rehabs come down from Atlanta and come to Rome to play a game, a couple innings or so. The most exciting one that we've done, I'm trying to think. Last in 2019, we had Dallas Keuchel come.
Yeah.
Now, Keuchel was only a Brave for a short period of time, but people really came out for that game. That was very exciting. This year, my personal favorite is Touki Toussaint came back to Rome to rehab, and he's kind of made his way back to the majors, and he actually played an excellent couple of innings in Atlanta a couple of games ago. So it's been really fun to kind of watch the players, and Touki was a Rome Brave as well. So, I got to watch him as a Rome Brave and then kind of work his way up. Another one of my favorite players, he started out as a Rome Brave. He's from the Woodstock area, is Drew Waters. You need to watch out for Drew Waters. He's playing for Gwinnett now, and he is somebody to watch out for. Also super nice, really, really nice guy. So you always want to hope that the players are going to be as nice as you want them to be. And I will say, with my Atlanta Braves, I've never been disappointed. They are always super nice.
Well, it's also interesting from a minor league system. You mentioned the Gwinnett affiliate. This high A affiliates in Rome, Georgia, which is now that the Braves ballpark, Truist Park, is in Cobb County as of several years ago. What is that? Maybe 60 miles So geographically, they're so close to the majors.
Yes, they're almost there.
And Gwinnett County, of course, is in Metro Atlanta, and that's a higher affiliation for the Braves organization. So you always had a passion for baseball.
I did. It actually started. I was 14 years old, and I actually lived with my brother overseas, and he was very homesick, and so he would watch the Braves game from the night before every morning. And so he started waking me up at 6 a.m. We would watch the game from the night before. I didn't like it. I was like, this is whatever. And then the more I started watching it, the more I grew to love it and grew to love the game. And once you just learn about it, you learn the players. And it was just kind of getting to know the players in the game as well as sharing it with my brother. And sharing that passion. And so ever since then, I've just been really into it. I always kind of dreamed of working for the Braves, and here I am. So it's very fascinating to see the progression of it becoming a passion to an actual job that I can pursue.
Your family connection there is going to make me digress a moment. I had a grandmother that I adored who passed away in the late 80s, and she was a Braves fan, baseball fan. And I remember her telling me she understood that sport because people played it when she was a kid. She understood it. She didn't understand football, but she could watch baseball, and that was always interesting to me. Steve, are you a Rome Braves fan?
I am. I've been a Rome Braves fan for a while. I actually been out to the park several times with my daughter. My daughter loves it. It's great for kids. Kids love it. I've been an Atlanta Braves fan. I can remember all the way back to the Gavin, Avery, and Smokes days.
Yeah,
way back.
I go even way back further than that. I go back to the Dale Murphy days as a kid growing up and loving the team. I actually remember Hank Aaron playing a little bit, but I'm dating myself. So Steve, what would be your recommendation to people who are looking for somebody to work on their car, and why should they come see you? What's your sales pitch?
Well, our biggest sales pitch is we're all highly dealership trained technicians, but we're going to provide you that experience at an independent price. You're gonna come and see us. We're going to give you the exact same quality of service that any dealership would, but we're not going to charge you that dealership price.
Is it you and one or two others, or how big is your staff?
I've got me. I've got two other mechanics that work with me, Seth and Albert, and then I have a nice young lady that works up front that'll answer phones and take customers in by the name of Lauren. And then I have a younger guy. He's 17, still in high school, but he likes to kind of work on cars, so I kind of let him come around and help carry things, take off trash, and we teach him a little bit along the way.
Well, it's funny. Another bit of advice that somebody passed along to me growing up, and I'm going to forget the entire list. It's like when a person enters adulthood, they need to have good relationships with a handful of people. They need a good doctor. They need a good dentist. They need a good relationship with a preacher. They need a good accountant, and they need a good mechanic.
Yeah. The one thing is, if you find a good mechanic that you trust, which we try to be for everybody, is you really want to kind of just latch on to that, because most people don't understand very much at all about their vehicle. So when you find someone that can be honest with you, latch on to them and just trust them. And that's what we try to be for people. We try to be the person we like to explain to you exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how long it's going to take, and exactly what the problem is. So that's what we try to be.
Yeah. Oh, that's refreshing to hear. I'm sure there were a couple of other professions on that list that I have forgotten, but that was a good core group. If you got a good relationship with that handful of people that you could trust, and
if you can't cook, you better find a good cook.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be me. So well, speaking of cooking, like Anna, what are some of the nice segue here? What are some of the food options at Rome Braves games? Just not only in concessions, but is there a different level in the suites? What can you guys offer?
So in the suites, we offer a lot of things, your traditional ballpark fare, hamburgers, hot dogs. But we have this most delicious mac and cheese that I've ever had. We have really great mac and cheese. You can only get it upstairs in a suite. So I recommend booking a suite just to get the mac and cheese. We have really good cookies too that are homemade. They're super, super good. And in the concession stands, traditional ballpark fare, hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, nachos, all that kind of thing. In the Three Rivers Club restaurant, which you can actually get a ticket to if you're a club, if you get a club ticket or a suite. And they offer like sandwiches, like Reubens and club sandwiches, and like really, really good nachos. So we have a variety of options. We also just opened Bubba's Barbecue Barn back, which is a Rome staple, in my opinion. You can get all the barbecue nachos again, even a thing called a barbecue sundae, which I have not tried yet, but I've heard it's very good. So I don't know.
Would if somebody were thirsty, could they get an ice cold beverage?
They could get a nice cold beverage. In fact, today is $2 Tuesday. If they so wanted to come to a game, you could get a refreshing beer or soda for $2.
Ice cold beverages on a hot day at the ballpark with a hot dog or a burger. Come on.
Yep, you can't get better than that.
Ain't that America? Thomas, from those suites, it sounds like I think the chamber needs to book a suite for us to do a podcast from, so I can have some mac and cheese.
That would be nice. Yes. And I actually have to try the mac and cheese. I mentioned earlier I was in Utah and Nevada last week, and I actually had a award-winning mac and cheese, the best awarded mac and cheese in Nevada last week in Boulder City. So I have to try your mac and cheese now and compare.
Yes, to compare.
Right. But however, we had a great panel today, and I just want to say to Steve, he is right now in the key industry to keep, our nation moving, I want to refer to my trip last week. It was really hard to find a rental car. So there are no rental cars out there, and people want to drive and travel domestically right now. They can't travel internationally yet. So, he's moving the nation. I've seen people from the East Coast, West Coast, North, South. They all been up there, and you need a reliable car. The automotive market right now is really tight as well. So you got to keep taking care of your car. And he's a great dealership, and not dealership, a great mechanic. And you've got to go there. And the Rome Braves, what can I say? Quality of life, of course. And you guys provide a premium home for family entertainment, and you make Rome a tourism destination as well. So keep up the good work. And then the theme, Roger, we always have a theme, which is a pretty easy one today. And I actually, got it not from the Rome Braves. I found it on the Smith's Auto Repair website. It's the power of teamwork. Steve has it on his website. The power of teamwork is the engine that moves us. And he has authentic passion for service. And, that goes right along with the Rome Braves as a team. And, I want to finish here with a Babe Ruth quote. And, it's all about teamwork. And he said, the way a team plays as a whole determines its success. You may have the greatest bunch of individual stars in the world, but if they don't play together, the club won't be worth a dime. So, and that goes for Steve and his team and his customer service, and of course for Anna and the Rome Braves.
Wow, that was well said, Thomas.
No, thank you.
So Steve, sounds like you've got a little bit of coaching mentality in you, talking about the power of teamwork. Do you feel like a head coach?
I do feel like head coach here sometimes. I do have to kind of, direct traffic constantly around here. We stay pretty busy.
Well, if you don't mind, could you give us your contact information, your location, your website, so people listening can find out more about you and come see you?
So you can find us on Facebook. We also have a website at smithsautoroam.net. You can reach us on the phone, 706-584-7955. And you can also email us at steve@smithsautoroam.net.
And what's your physical address again, your actual location?
Our physical address for the shop is 510 West 12th Street.
Okay, and for people
We're right close to Sumo's.
Yeah, I was going to say, for people who, so sometimes there's so many street numbers. Where are you close to? What restaurant?
Close to SUMA.
Yeah. Well, Anna, everybody knows where the ballpark is, I guess. Hard to miss the ballpark there on the bypass where it connects to, was that Riverside? Yeah. I had to think for a minute. Just what is the process for people? Okay, there's kind of two processes. If you want to go to a ball game, go to RomeBraves.com and buy tickets and come to a ball game. But what is the process for you and businesses, or can families rent a suite, or just businesses, or how does that work?
Anyone who wants to rent a suite can rent a suite. So you just need to call me directly. My phone number is 706-378-5197, or you can call the box office and we'll get you set up. I will want to shamelessly plug some of our events happening this week at the Rome Braves.
Do it.
Tomorrow and Thursday, we have Charlie Culberson bobblehead giveaway. Now, I know a lot of people will know who Charlie Culberson is. He's a Rome boy, born and bred. So Friday, also, we have a Hank Aaron replica jersey giveaway. We are giving away 755 jerseys, which is the same number of home runs he hit in his career. So I think it's a pretty cool little thing. And Saturday we have fireworks. So basically it's a really big week before school. Bring your kids out. Everyone come and have a good time at State Mutual Stadium.
And many of us baseball purists still believe that Hank Aaron is the legitimate home run king of all time.
As you should.
Rome Braves itself, just obviously on Facebook, social media, RomeBraves.com for tickets. And what are the suite sizes? What are the options?
So the suite sizes, there are two different sizes. You can get a 20-person suite and then a 40-person suite. That comes with the tickets itself plus parking, so you can carpool and come. And then catering is an option as well. And you get premium seats on the outside of the stadium, so you can kind of overlook the ballpark, as well as air conditioning on the inside, which is a plus.
Beautiful. That's what you should have mentioned off the top of the show.
I
know. Okay, great. Thomas, any final thoughts, or were you so eloquently? Are you through with your eloquent statement?
I'm through again. Very thankful to have two great guests today, and I'm looking forward to work with both of them in the future.
Yeah, and for folks obviously around Rome, Rome Braves is very high profile. But for people who might be listening to us, anywhere in the world, who are looking to come do business in Northwest Georgia, perhaps your family's relocating, or your job is transferring you, or you're looking for a place to start a business, the Rome Chamber is fantastic. That is the place to connect. That is the place to help you, get set up in our community. And the Rome Braves itself, just as a sales tool for the chamber. I mean, Thomas, you talked about quality of life. We got great outdoor activities in Rome. It's a great tennis town. We got hiking trails. We got the rivers, and we got a ballpark. I love it. I love it. Again, well, thanks everybody so much. This has been a fantastic show. I do appreciate it. This has been the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. We broadcast from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. I'm Roger Manus. Thank you so much for listening.